for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
This is Melvin Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Tackled back at the 30.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He may try and run for this. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Down at the 2-yard.
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Caleb Wilson taking it in. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
It's the score. Broncos 7, Colts nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 67 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Rivers on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 46-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 79 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the extra point.
Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
To the 49-yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Block working out of the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Gordon on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 26 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A throw out wide, caught by Pascal. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Rivers.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And at the 15-yard line.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Colts 16-yard line.
Second and 11.
66. Bullet drive. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Lions on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. Now, bust down for my wrist, I got both my girls head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself.
Let's go. 60 orange. Let's get off the field, dude.
On play action, Locke sliding out of the pocket. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
What we got? 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the shit. Race don't travel. Shoot. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch it. Go.
Here's Gordon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
25.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Block. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot before break. Eason, and Pascal's got it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's into the hands of Pascal. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, 73 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On the carry.
Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
That's good.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. No, and the increased distance may have cost him there, as it is no good.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a first and 10 at their own 21. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
The ball carrier.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing his lock on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Eason on second down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Von Miller in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes so clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Colts 20.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Block. He's got his big tight end, Fant. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 58 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I'm like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Watch the run, watch the run.
On the draw is Taylor, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
From the gun, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards. Pick up there, move the chains.
Goes 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I know.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around.